tingles with flyby.
Hello, this is Gaslamp ASMR, and I have another geographic search challenge for my friend ASMRctica. We have a random index page number to look for, and that is page 340. So let's find that page first. Here's 340. And we are looking for a geographic feature. And we're looking for this one. It is Manson on das Mortes, which is a river in Brazil. Manson on das Mortes. I assume that is Portuguese. Good luck to ASMRctica finding Manson on das Mortes, a river in Brazil.
Now, let's see if I can find a place in this big international atlas that is called Manson on das Mortes. Manson on das Mortes. Starts with the letter M. M-A. M-A-K to M-A-N. M-A-N-C. Okay. Here somewhere it must be. If it's listed here at all. Manhattan Beach. Mansfield. Manson. Okay, so I have found Manson in IA. I guess that must be Iowa, the US, and also a Manson in WA, US, probably Washington. Not sure, but that's what I guess. Then we have Manson with a little sign for river. There are some symbols here: mountains, pass, valley, plain, cape, etc. So I have learned the sign, the the symbol for river. It's like a straight line, horizontal line with a wavy line on top. And I got some information from Gaslamp ASMR that this should actually be a river in Brazil. So maybe it could be that one. But of course the name is too short. It shouldn't be just Manson. Manson Creek, Mansonville. That's what I found here. What I find here on Manson. So Manson on das Mortes in Brazil. Brazilian river. Actually doesn't show up here as far as I can see. It's always a bit uncertain when there are more than one word how it's alphabetically ordered. If it's like the beginning of the Manson sequence, or if I should have in mind the next letter, that is O. Manson on. But there weren't so many Manson here, so I guess it's not listed here, this river, or probably it has another name here in this atlas. I haven't actually checked when this atlas is from, which year. The new international atlas, it's from 1990, last update, so Das Mortes. See if I can find Das Mortes. In Brazil. D-A-M to G-A-Y. Here it should be. Das. So here's what I'm talking about. Das. Should I keep looking here at the beginning of the name starting with das? Or should I look for das das M a bit further down? Das Mina is the only word here starting with D-A-S-M. And das, des. There are two names starting with das, or I mean with the first word only 3 letters, das, and it's actually des, so it's not A, it's the letter Ä that we use in Sweden, I guess. Probably it's another kind of letter. It has a dash over the A. So no das Mortes here. Okay. My final attempt to find this will be on M. Mortes. K. L. M. to MA, a lot of MA names, but I'm looking for MO, and here it is, MOL. So I'll flip once more, and here we have MON. Okay, here we have MORT, so it should be here, mortis, Mörrum, that's in Sweden, not sure exactly where. MORT, Mortis Rio Das. I think I could have found it actually. Mortis Rio Das. Bra. Guess that stands for Brazil. And it's the symbol of river. So Rio das Mortes should be found on page number 255. 255. It's one of the last pages of this maps. So this is southeastern Brazil, it says, and I have to check the coordinates. Rio das Mortes, 11.45 south and 50.44 west. So 11 on the, is it the meridian? No, it's a parallel. So 11 parallel and 50 meridian. 11. Okay, so we have the 12th parallel here. So it should be here. It's a very frame of this map. And 50 west. Here. 50. And here I found it. Rio des Mortes. Quite a big river compared to the others in this area. So Rio des Mortes. An area here is called Ilha do Banana. And Ilha do Bananai. And here we have Serra do Roncador. So it's quite close to the capital city of Brazil, Brasilia. And I guess it's close to the Amazon, because here you see there are no villages anymore. The villages are here around Brasilia and Rio de Janeiro, of course, Sao Paulo. But here it starts to get really empty when it comes to villages and towns. So I guess this is in the direction to the Amazon River basin. So this wasn't exactly Manson on Das Mortes, but it was Rio das Mortes. Sorry, Manson on Das Mortes was the name I was looking for. So thank you, Gas Lamp ASMR, for letting me see Rio das Mortes in Brazil. Gas Lamp ASMR. I challenge you to find a place in your atlas that I will pick from this big international atlas that I have. It's from 1990. So I will go to the index part. Index part, it's quite long, you see, almost half the atlas. And I will maybe choose something starting with the letter B this time. Why not? B-O could be something. Here you can see it's listed places from B-O-C-S to B-O-N-I. Let's choose something from this column here. Starting with, or this segment maybe in the middle, starting with B-O-K, ending with B-O-L. And since I know that Gas Lamp ASMR's atlas is published in 1955, I will double check the name that I will pick in this other atlas that I have, Alhem's Världsatlas from 1959, only 4 years after Gas Lamp ASMR's atlas. So let's see if I can find the places starting with B-O. This one as well. B-O. Here we have it. From B-O-A to B-O-N. And what's this column? B-O-K. P-O-L. Pulingo. Could that be something? Pull. No, that wasn't a match. Polkatanka. Bologna. Puglia. Pulubu. Pulinao. Wasn't that easy to find? Bolo. Bule. Bul. Bukong. Seems like a lot of names have changed between 1959 to 1990. Okay, let's take something here with B-O-M, maybe. B-O-M. Bumbo. Bumbo, okay. I found Bumbo in both these indexes. So it's located in Uganda, according to this atlas here. And according to this newer atlas, it could be either a river or just a place, I guess a village maybe. So I want you to find or to look for Bumbo. It's the Bumbo River. It's located at 3.58 south and 15.59 east. That's the coordinates. So good luck on finding Bumbo.
Hello there. ASMRctica has given us another Atlas challenge, and I do think this is the last challenge from ASMRctica that I will be finding in this collaboration series. So let's see what he has for us. He wants us to find a river called Bumbo. Bumbo. He looked it up in a couple of atlases, and he's also given us coordinates. 3 degrees, 58 minutes south, 15 degrees, 59 minutes east. Now, the nice thing about these coordinates, if we need them, is that 58 is so close to 60 that we can really round this up very safely and just call it 4 degrees south. Similarly, 59 is even closer to 60, so we can round this up 16 degrees east. But we don't know if we need these yet because we need to check the index first. So let's see. Bumbo, Bumbo, Bumbo. Let's see. B-O-K to B-O-R. So Bumbo should be on this page. Here's Bombay. So we should be right in here. We're taking a close look at this page now. This big paragraph of text is the entry for Bombay in India. We're looking just below this because we're looking for Bumbo, Bombay, Bombay, Bombay Reef in China, Bombay Hook Island, Bombatoka Bay in Madagascar. And then no Bumbo, I'm afraid. It looks like we're going to have to go ahead and use the coordinates that ASMRctica graciously provided us. So let's take a step back and find out where we need to go next. So no luck with our index. So we're going to need those coordinates after all. Let's go back to our map of the world, where we always start. And see where we need to look next. Bumbo, the river, 4 degrees south, 16 degrees east. Well, here's the equator. Here's our 0-degree line. And the next one is 15 degrees south. So 15 degrees is this much space here. So 4 degrees south would be about a third of the way, right about here. And then 16 east. Well, our Greenwich meridian line is here. And 15 degrees east is this line here. And 16 would be just beyond that. So four degrees south of this line, but then 1 degree east of this line. It looks like we're on the western edge of the Belgian Congo. It's not called that anymore, of course. This is the Democratic Republic of Congo now. But it looks like we're in this area on the western edge of the country. So we're looking at Africa, looking at the former Belgian Congo. Let's see, where are our Africa pages? Starts on 41. All right, Belgian Congo is here. It was 4 degrees south. This is a 10-degree line now. So 4 degrees south would be almost halfway through. 16 east. This is 10 east. This is 20 east. So we're still looking like right here, the western part of the country, close to Leopoldville. That's not called that anymore either, of course. That's Kinshasa now. So here's the northern half of Belgian Congo. And here's the southern half in the same orientation. So this one's a little awkward for us because we don't have, it looks like our point of interest is at the very edge of 2 different maps. 252. The scale is the same, but we were looking in this part of the Congo close to Leopoldville. This is very close to the edge of the page. Okay, so I think for no other reason than because we don't have a split in the map right here, I think our best bet for a close-up is to use this map of Central and Southern Africa to see if we can get close to this area here and see if we can find Bumbo. All right, this is our best shot at finding Bumbo in this atlas. This is the best of our 2 map options. And we're looking at 4 degrees south. We can see that this line is the 5-degree south line, so we're a degree north of this line. And we're at 16 degrees east. This is the 15-degree line, so we're 1 degree east of this line. So if we go a degree up, a degree north, and a degree east, I think that puts us just a little bit east of Leopoldville, or current-day Kinshasa. But this part of the map is pretty well dominated by the names of things. Stanley Pool, Leopoldville, Madimba. And if you go a little farther east, you see a town called Kenge and Bulungu. We can see the Congo River comes up through here. And we can also see a collection of larger rivers cutting down to the south and east. I assume these all come from the Congo, just a little bit off the page here. But I don't think any of these are the Bumbo. There are various names here, but I really think the Bumbo is in this space between Leopoldville and this collection of rivers, larger rivers. I think it's underneath all of these words. So I think we have a good feel for the location, but unfortunately I don't think we're going to be able to actually visualize it on the map this time. I think the Bumbo is probably too small, and this map here is just at the wrong scale, and there's too many other things being presented here, and the little Bumbo, I think, is getting crowded out. Well, since our atlas doesn't quite have the level of detail for Bumbo, why don't we resort to our tablet for the last step. Let's see. We've got Google Maps here. Let's see what happens when we put in Bumbo River. We've got two options. One's in Ghana and one's in the Congo. We know the Congo is our target. I still have the topographic overlay displayed on this tablet from the last time I was using Google Maps. I didn't intend to leave it like this, but this is an interesting view, isn't it? We've got a marker here at this river, which we presume is the Bumbo. And look at this relief detail right through here. You can see this kind of artificial relief shading where it shows it darkens one side of the low ground here to make it visually look like it's deeper. And then we have the topographic lines also reinforcing. It's a cool way to show it, actually. It's very clear with the topographic version here how the water cuts through the landscape. There's the Congo there. And as we can see, I'll switch it over here momentarily, but we have Kinshasa here, which means we've got the border of Congo right here. And pretty much due east from Kinshasa is where this river cuts down through. Let's see. Then here's our default view. We'll zoom out a little bit more. Okay. Kinshasa, or Leopoldville, as it used to be called. And we saw this little town, Kenge, in our atlas. So this gives you kind of a visual ruler to use. If the ruler is laid out between Kinshasa and Kenge, Bumbo is a little less than halfway along to the east. And that tracks with what we were seeing in our map earlier. Leopoldville here, Kenge here. I really like that terrain view. These rivers are too small for them to draw in the default view, but in the terrain view you can see them cutting to the south and southeast from the Congo very clearly. Yeah, the river that we saw cutting down through between Kenge and Kinshasa would have been this fellow right here. Yeah. Well, there we have it. We couldn't declare a clean victory with the Atlas, but with the help of some technology, we can still confirm that the Bumbo River is right there. And there we have it. Many, many thanks to ASMRctica for a great series of geographical challenges. Hope you've enjoyed this one. Thanks. Hello there. This is Gaslamp ASMR with a geographical search challenge for Let's Find Out ASMR. First, we have a random page number generated for our index here. And this time it is 388. Is here on my left, the big map of downtown Portland, Oregon in the middle. There's actually a lot of things called Portland on here, both cities and geography. So let's pick one of these geographic ones. This is Portland, and this is a canal in Alaska. Portland, a canal in the U.S. state of Alaska. Best of luck.
Okay, so Gaslamp has challenged us to open our atlas and look for the Portland Canal. And unless we're extremely lucky, I don't think it's going to be in California, so let's go back to the index. Okay, let's look for P. Oh wait, wrong index. I knew it was too good to be true to flip that quickly to an index. This is the historical section. Here we go. We're actually pretty close. Portugal, Port Town, Portland, Port 7. Alright, Portland, Canal, Portland Canal. There we go. Portland Canal. Looks like we found it. So it looks like, make sure there's no other canals, both in British Columbia. So I'm sure one's a large map and one's a more detailed version. Let me write that down real quick. Grab my pen. Okay. Portland 162 C4. And 184, 184 B2. All right, set that up there. All right, so let the search begin. So we'll look at the less detailed map first, 162. Alright, so this is a map of Canada. So let's go to 184 now. Here we are. 184. Alright, so let's do a quick scan through. So these pages are exclusively dedicated to British Columbia, the province of Canada. And let's see, Portland Canal. Nothing up here. brief pass, brief glance, see if we can find any major water systems. Let's say Portland Canal. And we have the major city of Vancouver, Powell River, Strait of Juan de Fuca. I see a channel around King Island. Anything on the bottom? Southeast. What do we see? Columbia River. Okay. More channels, capes, port. No. Long Beach. Okay, I think maybe our best bet would be to work our way up the coast. Stewart Island. So it doesn't look like we're seeing anything on Vancouver Island. I'm gonna try to work our way up further northwest. It's kind of weird because I'm not seeing anything that says Canal. There we go, a bunch of channels, straits, rivers, lakes, islands. Sounds. There's Prince Rupert Island. Okay. Ah, look at that. And there we have it. Right there. Look at that. Portland Canal. Okay. Let's zoom into that for you real quick. We have Portland Inlet. Port. Just north of Prince Rupert. Right there. Along the coast, mountains. So it looks like this is Alaska right here. And the Portland Canal appears to actually be the geographical border between British Columbia, Canada, and Alaska of the US right there. So that is right on the cusp. It's interesting that that's considered not part of Alaska, but British Columbia. So maybe it's subject to change, but seems like an arbitrary decision. And then we see maybe the name convention of using the canal instead of a river is an Alaskan or American thing versus the British Columbia Canadian naming convention. So that was a little bit difficult because of I wasn't thinking to go directly towards the the borders. I was thinking more along the proper coast of British Columbia. There we go. So, very cool. That was a good one, gas lamp. I appreciate that challenge. That was fun. Glad I didn't waste my time on any of the inland bodies of water. I guess that would have been futile. Cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and find a challenge for Tingles with Flyby now. Hopefully we'll come up with something interesting and not too easy, but not too obscure where she can't find it. Thanks for the challenge, gas lamp. So let's flip back to our index and let's find a good one. Something interesting for Flyby. Here we go. TSRLK G. Let's see what's on G. Interesting that it starts with Genghis Khan. Oh, there's a wall in Mongolia. The ruins. Okay. Let's see what we have. What do we have here? GL. Let's find something interesting, not too banal. Something original. Ah, here we go. What's this? What is this? So we can see here Glidden, there's Wisconsin, Saskatchewan, Iowa. Let's stay in Canada. I kind of like it up here. It's nice and cool while we're in British Columbia. Let's send Flyby over back up to Canada with us. So Saskatchewan, Glidden. In our book it's going to be on 181, so good luck finding Glidden. Flyby.
Okay, so okay. I think for this one, why don't we go straight in to our map of Saskatchewan and see if we can find it on there. Okay, so we have Quebec, Ontario, we have Saskatchewan there, but I think there's a closer. There we go. Ooh. Lots and lots of lakes. Look at all those. There's a city there. No, there's a few cities around. Okay. Let's see if we can find Here's a viewing angle. Okay. So, Fond du Lac, Bushel, Uranium City, Camel Portage. And those are all lakes. We know it's not a lake. La Loche, or La Luc. I don't know actually how you'd pronounce that there, because it's not really in Spain. Sandy Bay, Pelican Narrows, Stanley, Dillon, Larange, I don't know, Creighton, Wahlberg. Yeah, so down here we have a few more cities. So, Leoville, Big River, Wakasu Lake, Wakasu Lake, but I think that's the name of the town. Montreal Lake, Nepawan, Carrot River, Arborfield, Shellbrook, Prince Albert, Leask, Blaine Lake, Edam, Glaslyn, St. Walburg, Paradise Hill, Turtleford, Lloydminster, Unity, Denham, Wilkie, Radisson, Salvador, Lusaland, Carobert, Doddsland, Kinderley, Alsace, Eatonia, Eston, Elrose, Milton, Conquest. Maybe that's a bad sign that we're not gonna be able to find it. Delisle, Askeith, Saskatoon, Radisson, Rostern, Waka, Birch Hills, Marylford, Star City, Canistino, Harborfield, Rose Valley, Kelvington, Watina, Braceville, Norkey, Kenora, Foam Lake, Wynyard, Nokomis, Roymore, Lestock, Etuna, Yorkton, Theodore, Melville, Baccaris, Esterhazy, I think that says. We're getting closer to the bottom, which means there's still a lot of cities to go though, so we'll see if we find it. Capel, Cupar, Regina Beach, Central Butte, Kyle, Capri, Bristol, Bennett, Fox Hill, Gull Lake, Piapot, Maple Creek, East End, Consul, Climax, that's an interesting name, Valmarie, Shaunavon, Pondex, Simi, Vanguard, Neville, Swift Current, Moose Jaw, I like that name. I'm not seeing any Glidden. Mortlock, Hodgeville, Moss Westbank, Gravelberg, Lafitte, Mankota, Assingboia, Willow Bunch, Rockford, and let's see, Coronage, Minton, Pego, Radville, Weyburn, Avonlea, have an Avonlea there too. Milestone, Rouleau, Sedley, Indian Head, Montmartre, Baracas, Melvilles, have those Grenfell, Whitewood, Monson, Mayfair, Redver, Scarley, Oxbow, Carnduff, I don't see it. So let's check, double check back in the index to see if we have Glidden in our index. Nope, goes straight from Gluetigunganes to Glyph, GLE to GLIF. So, thank you for the challenge, but my atlas does not have Glidden, Saskatchewan. So I've come back after doing a little searching online about Glidden since I couldn't find it in my atlas. I've written down some notes here. So Glidden is right around here, just south of Kindersley. So I'll show you actually a Google Maps image of where it is. So you can see it's kind of just a bit south of Kindersley. But if we zoom in a bit, you can see it's actually only got 3 roads going north to south, and it's only got 2 besides 649 going east to west. So our little town of Glidden is called a hamlet, and it's not even considered big enough to be a village. In 2001, the population of Glidden was 40. So I don't think my atlas was going to quite pick that up. Even when I Google searched looking for the GPS coordinates, I first got these details, which I had to cross out, because if I looked up just latitude and longitude for Glidden, it actually gave me a place that was in the US. So then I researched for it and found these coordinates, which is 5123 north. So that takes us just about, it's 55, yep, just about right here. Well, along this line, about right there. And then we have 109, so just in from this line here, which takes us to about right there, which is the spot I was pointing out before. So, with a little more assistance, I found the location of Glidden. Population 40. So, thanks for the challenge, and took a little more digging, but eventually I found it. So, did have fun.